The Vancouver Canucks just got an absolute steal with their second first round pick as they conclude the first round by drafting a physical two-way center with an incredible scoring touch. We're going to break down everything you need to know on this draft pick, what it means for the Canucks moving forward, and why people are saying this was an absolute steal and no one expected them to drop to this position, plus so much more in this episode. You're not going to want to miss it. But before we get into that, I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone watching. We're trying to reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers, getting so close to the milestone. If you're watching this a new or a returning viewer, make sure to hit that free subscribe button. It means the absolute world, and I'll keep you up to date on everything with the draft, free agency, trades, anything you can think of, you can catch right here on Canucks Digest. And once again, thank you so much for the support, and let's just dive straight into it today, where we know the Vancouver Canucks continue with the draft after drafting Filip Hronek and Adam Novotny coming in at pick number 24 as the Canucks conclude their first round selecting two incredible players. Now, Adam Novotny is a very interesting name. A lot of people might not know the name, but looking into how people are talking about him, this is looking like an absolute gem of a pick in the first round, especially this far down. What a steal for Vancouver. Novotny was ranked in our top 15. This is a great scoring winger. Congrats, Vancouver. Now, of course, the scoring winger is incredible to get, but going even farther, drafted 24th out of Peterborough Petes, we can see a physical defender that's a winger. High-grade stick breaks ups with his off rush. 34 goals and 65 points in 61 games. It shows the Canucks are continuing to expand by adding some elite presences and two defensive guys. Of course, Novotny came through with 34 goals and a very good physical edge, but looking through, skating ranked 7th, 6.5 on shooting, his physicality at 6.5. He plays a pacey driven game with high and forward checking skills and NHL caliber scoring, a potential line elevating top 6 winger. Now, of course, there's no guarantees with a lot of these picks, but getting Novotny coming through at pick number 24 is looking like an incredible pickup. Of course, one of the Rucks, Liam Ruck, went just before, and then Ryan Lynn, another BC-born player, went previous. But with Novotny, we are getting a incredible, once again, player that adds to Filip Hronek and this Canucks master plan that they continue to develop. 34 goals, 65 points in 58 games, getting into the playoffs with the Peterborough Petes, only registering 1 assist. But looking at the Czech Republic and what he did over that with Chechnya, looking at U20 championships, 3 points over 7 games during the U20, a very productive player. Of course, not a point per game. 6'1", 205 pounds. The left winger is solidified himself in the draft boards. And once again, the Canucks getting this guy at that pick is incredible to see. Novotny has an interesting development path. He was in the Pro Czech League as a 16-year-old and moved over to the OHL this year. Scouts describe Novotny as a power forward with a great goal-scoring ability. Now, when you add the goal-scoring ability and a physical force, along with, of course, his great defensive edge, he's big and a strong kid. He's a goal scorer, but does it with edge to his game. His details are so good. Best case, JT Peterka, who just actually got traded from the Utah to Boston, but who cares about that because we don't like the Boston Bruins. Once again, over here. But looking at this, if the Canucks actually landed a guy that can in the future be not only a top 6 player, but an elevating forward, then you're looking at the new world once again of adding once Filip Hronek comes over from the NCAA. We know Coots is set to play on this team. Petey, Rossi, you start to fill out that center core almost in a perfect position. And now looking at the wingers, you have Jonathan Lekimaki, you have Novotny, Liam Olgren. All these guys are going to continuously to progress, all under 24. Novotny still very young, once again, just drafted, of course, at 18 years old, turning 19 November 13th. But once this guy starts to develop and even diving into the NHL Central scouting, looking at Novotny before the draft, an excellent skater with footwork and agility to go with good size. He displays excellent hockey sense and offensive instincts and skills. He has fast hands and good moves with ability to fight through traffic and execute plays with an edge, competes with his smarts and skills, good playmaker setting up teammates, has a quick release. What can this guy not do? And what am I missing to know why he dropped to 24? Of course, turning 19, so not the youngest guy coming out of the draft, but a physical guy that has a good shot, a playmaker, can elevate a line, go out there and skate at the NHL level. This looks like a complete guy joining the Canucks organization behind multiple other picks. We still have multiple rounds, including 2 picks in the second round, maybe one of the Marcus Rucks joins this team, but even continuing further, where people consistently say this is a steal. This was ranked 14. This is an amazing selection. He operates with a ridiculous pace and work ethic. He fills out details and has amazing tools. Top 6 upside with certainty. Again, this is not just one person. This is not me. Mark By saying that this guy's a steal. This is multiple people. Daniel G scouting. Awesome work. Granny going far into it as well. Going into Nick. There's so many guys that are just talking about this selection and how incredible, of course, not every pick can end up turning into an absolute steal. But I'm almost certain to say we know Caleb Malhotra, what he's going to be. An incredible player. A guy that's going to join this Canucks organization and have top 6 center potential. And again, Bergeron. This is what we got in Caleb Malhotra. We know. But with Novotny, a guy that everyone is raving about, I cannot be happier on how the Canucks have navigated this so far. Of course, we wish there was more trades. But going into it, raved about Novotny, the person. NHL teams told me after his interviews how impressed they were in Adam as a person. He's a great teammate as well and great character. Continuing on to Peterborough's GM saying the Canucks got a good one. Adam plays with power. He's a shooter. He can score. He's versatile. He plays the right way. A good two-way player. I'm surprised he was available where the Canucks got him. Again, how does a player of this caliber drop to 24? He's not going to turn into the next Ovi or the next Wayne Gretzky. There's a chance, once again. But looking at this, of course, the general manager of the team that he just got drafted by is going to rave and say that this is a steal. But every single person that you see, even from reactions online, from fans, from Peterborough fans, this is a guy that genuinely people were shocked that dropped to this position. Of course, someone is bound to drop in the draft, but fans, what is your thoughts on Novotny? Because, I mean, the way everyone's talking about it, this is one of those picks that I want to get super fired up. Of course, it's very late where I'm too, just pushing 1 a.m., but this feels like a no-brainer pick, an absolute steal by the Canucks. Someone that has every single skill set. Of course, you need to translate to the NHL. This is a guy that's going to take some time. But if you're getting every skill set that you see from every single tweet, and I mean the NHL scouting, they do this as a living, saying that he's a playmaker, can play top 6, can set people up, has the elements to be a good prospect, a guy that can elevate every single line, a skater, a scorer, a two-way guy. Again, what are we missing here? This is incredible. And again, I do want to circle back real quickly. Caleb Malhotra, incredible pick. No notes. Awesome. I think the Canucks did an incredible job. The Sharks might have won the draft, but the Canucks did incredible work with what they have, and it's building a foundation for this new era of Canucks hockey. Again, fans, let me know your thoughts on everything down below. Do you think I'm crazy? Are you bought in from all the reports you're seeing? Because you can scroll back through this entire video and see about 15 different people say this was a steal and he shouldn't have dropped here. Fans, let me know your thoughts. I've been your host, Mark. I hope you guys enjoy this. There's going to be a ton of videos tomorrow, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.